Okay, so what I've done is I've gone ahead and traced all of the pattern here. I've also drawn a line across the bottom here just to check to make sure that all of my symmetrical lines are actually all going to meet later on that one plane. So that's what that line across the bottom there is for. Now that we've got them all meeting, we don't really need that, so I can actually deselect that and delete that. Whoops. It's connected to that one there, so I'm going to have to split that down there. Oh dear. Going a bit further here. Okay, so I've got to split the other end as well. Now I can separate that line there, delete it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to remove the picture from the background, and we're going to duplicate this and then flip it and then rejoin it on to make a symmetrical pattern. Before we do that, and then after we've taken the picture off, so let's delete the picture now. We'll delete that. Let's have a look at some of these curves here. You'll notice that that's a little bit low compared to that. So if we connect on that, we can drag that up a little bit and more in line with where it should have been. Get that smooth transition going around there, then that one can go back to there. Notice this was probably drawn using the freehand curve, and it's probably not quite as. There we go. This one here is also done with a freehand one. It's a little bit lumpy. Okay. Still got a bump there. Okay. Any other areas that look a little bit out of place? No, probably not. So what I'm going to do now is, before we do anything, we're going to group this all together. So we're going to select all of the object, and we're going to, group is under Edit, Group. Now we select it all in one go, and now we're going to duplicate it. So I'll zoom out a little bit, zoom in here. Now we're going to go duplicate, so Edit, Duplicate. We're now going to flip that, so we go to Arrange and Flip. We're going to flip that top to bottom. We're then going to move it and try and get the two ends there to meet up, which they have. And then we're going to go down here and have a look at how we're going. So not quite meeting up there, not quite meeting up there. Down the bottom here, not quite. We go a bit further, so we can move that across to there. Now are we meeting here? They're meeting. Back in there. They meet, and they're meeting. So let's join those up. Join that one. Sorry, before I do that, we have to degroup them. Okay, so click and ungroup. Click, ungroup. Now we can join that to there. Oh, no, we can't. Why is that? Maybe because they're not quite touching. Okay, those ones joined. They must be separated. Anyway, we've got one down here. That one's joined. That's joined to there. Oh no, there's got to be an issue there. So we might modify this one. Click that, bring that over a little bit to there. Reduce that angle. Same with this one. Click that onto the end, reduce the angle, smooth it out. Go over here. Now they should join now. They join. So maybe just misalignment that's not allowing me to join that one. Just double click that again. Ah, there we go. The dots weren't quite lined up. All right, so these all lines are all joined up together now. All right, which will make it a lot better later on when we're using the laser cutter to cut them out, because if we draw separate lines, there's the potential for the lines, although they are connected, to be cut separately, and it doesn't make the transition to the laser cutting that smooth. We could, at this stage, select all that and group them all together. If we want to move that around, it makes it a lot better if it's a group. So we go over here and group. We can also rotate it around if we want. And there we go. Thank you for watching this, and hope you have good success.